I could just relax. Relax. Alright. Vagabond. I'm gonna put this on the screen so you can always see what it's doing since it's brand new and you might be curious. And equipped weapons always contribute to class bonuses of other equipped weapons. You can equip 2 of the same weapon at the same time. -5 armor, -5% dodge, worse luck, worse harvesting. So basically the idea here is we get a bunch of the... Like Cactus is primitive and heavy, so if we get it and we have 5 other weapons, we have primitive 6 and heavy 6 set bonuses. That is the general idea here. I might go Thief Dagger because it's Thief Dagger. My current theory on this Brotato is that while it looks like you can do lots of really creative stuff, you probably just end up with almost exactly the same 6 weapons every time. Because you can never have 2 of the same weapon. And the other weapons, like, their value is... I'm gonna take a half value luck, which is kind of awkward. The other weapons' value is in their types, largely. Let's go Thief Dagger and Shredder. Have guns and range, guns and explosives. Was this right? Probably not. We'll have some ghost weapons too. I'm not sure the ghost weapon set is actually any good, but I mean, early ghost weapon just for the stats is probably okay. The items have been rebalanced too. If I remember right, lifesteal's a lot more appealing now. Good lord, there are a lot of potatoes now. League of Legends has got nothing on the scam. League of Potatoes. Attack speed. Icicle. Elemental Precise. What is this? It scales off elemental damage. That's basically what it is. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna grab a hedgehog and lock Ghostland. I also like the song. It's kind of a jam. Ow. Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. We don't have Tato sounds? I don't either, for what it's worth. I just have the sound turned off for potatoes. Shall I turn it on? Oh, it's at 15%, supposedly. I don't hear it. Also, Slay the Spire is still open, so the VOD is getting Slay the Spire music right now. I'll close Slay the Spire. I don't know. I don't hear it. Do you hear it? I don't hear it. Oh. Do I have it muted? Do I have it pushing to a different channel? Impossible to say. It's at full volume. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why this is happening. We're just going to play it without the sound. The sound's... Look, the sound's okay. It's not that great. It's like fine. Is it the best part of the game? I don't think so. Precise Elemental. I don't remember what Elemental does. This is just a pretty good item, I think. +3 elemental damage. Oh. Makes it hit slightly more. Medieval Blunt. It's probably pretty good. Probably do want bait. Yeah, this sounds good. This sounds good. I don't know. I've had the music muted for like the last 1,000 hours of gameplay or something. But the sound of your guns shooting is pretty nice. I don't have SMGs this run, so we're not missing as much. Oh, also the sound of you leveling up is pretty nice, I guess. I forgot about that. It goes or something like that. Minecraft has great sound design. I played a bit of Minecraft last night. Oh, support weapon. That's good, right? Because 25 harvesting? Is that good? I assume that's good. Coffee. What does this do? Medieval blunt. That's a lot of armor and max HP, but also minus 10% speed. Okay. But a lot of armor and max HP. I could go for primitive instead of blunt to get rid of the minus 10% speed. Or I could just take some speed from something. That's also probably fine. I think these are going to be my weapons for a while. I could get rid of Shredder, but I'd probably want a different gun, because the plus 50 range is really nice. I could also, I suppose, simply like buy 50 range. Sure, I don't have any damage. But I have like 7 billion armor, so it doesn't matter that much. For the moment. Yeah, so I was playing some Feed the Beast, Infinity Evolved. And by some, I mean I played for like 15 minutes. But I was. And I was like, wait a second. I always like hide at night at the start. But what if I just built a platform in the sky and then nothing could attack me? And then I built a platform in the sky and nothing could attack me. And I was like, oh, this is kind of boring. And then I stopped playing. I am capable of playing Minecraft for just 15 minutes somehow. Blunt and heavy. Do I have something else that's... What does heavy do? I think it's like percent damage or something. I don't know. At this point, I feel like we're already past the point where any of this matters. Get rid of... I don't know what I'm fucking doing. Twitch chat help. What am I doing? I don't think I have the right items. Let's buy a turret. The turret will save me. I tried Factorio. I didn't like it. Like at all. I played for... I don't know, someone who was watching might remember. Maybe 2 or 3 hours. And then I made a conveyor belt that went in a circle and I rode it around in a circle for a while and then I uninstalled the game. I don't know. That's just not the sort of optimization that I care about, I guess. Or maybe it's the wrong user interface for me. I tried Shapes with a Z. I think I've heard of it. I've not tried it. And take some more crit chance. One thing this character seems to struggle with is money. I don't get much money. Ooh, I want to buy like all of that. Speaking of not getting much money, I want to turn like this into a sword 3 and this into a minigun. The minigun deals 1 damage. It's not very much damage. Sure. Maybe it's that the optimization done has a very prolonged payoff versus the more immediate payoffs in other games. I think it's more about adapting to what's happening versus like the best thing you could do would be to copy a guide for how to make the thing as efficiently as possible. A lot of the games that I play have a very different solution every time. And that's a lot of my enjoyment of them. So when I'm playing a game like Factorio, like the part of it where I'm learning the solution the first time is kind of interesting, but then I work out what it is and then it's like, oh. Yeah. I want to turn this to a minigun. Makes up 20% of your internal dialogue. Believable. Thief Dagger has made me 51 materials so far. Super worth. Super worth. Especially since I've been killing all the enemies anyway. The main reason you'd be upset about having Thief Dagger would be if it failed to kill all the enemies, but that's something that you run in with like Ghost Scepters. Ghost Scepters will fail to kill all the enemies. Melee weapons are pretty good at killing all the enemies on early waves pretty much always. Because they have the catch-up mechanic where they're AoE, so if there are lots of enemies on the map, they'll hit lots of enemies at once. Ow. Get back here. Hey. Hey! I'm not very fast. And I have a lot of knockback, actually. Okay, there's another one. Oh god. Did I get it? I think I killed it. Right at the end. I actually have -2 armor. Ooh, Clockwork Wasp is great. This is a new item. Structure attack speed, I have like a garden and a turret, I guess, but mostly 5% speed just seems good. Ranged damage and ranged damage from a minigun. I'm down. Alright, we get rid of this shredder, grab a minigun. We get rid of this shield, grab a sword. I don't know what blade does. Melee damage and lifesteal. Oh, cool. Probably buy more ranged damage. How much does this deal? 7? Feels like it's probably good. And against the storm with conveyor belts. Yeah, I could plan against the storm with conveyor belts. I shouldn't have bought the minigun until after this wave because it's stealing kills from Thief Dagger and Ghost Shiv. Which, by the way, I should probably trade out. Should probably get rid of Ghost Shiv. Maybe also Thief Dagger at this point. It's kind of what I'm doing for the rest of the run. I should feed my cats. I started the stream at like 5 a.m., which was before their breakfast time, and they haven't bugged me for breakfast. And I completely forgot that I should feed them. I'm not used to them not bugging me. Huh. They probably just have food, and so they didn't think to do it. My opinion of Into the Breach is I enjoyed playing it for a bit. After you've played it, it's over, mostly. You take 4% more lifesteal. Decomposing flesh. Wait, what? What the fuck? It's really good, right? I'll take decomposing flesh too. Why is that not unique? That's a great question. I don't know. Robot arm used to be 5 armor, 5 engineering, or something like that. There seem to be a few more, like, every time period you get more stats, but with some sort of downside that happens at same time period types of items. I just bought 2 of them. Maybe it's just those 2. I can't think of any others that have been added at the moment. I feel like my minigun is tickling things and not killing things. I don't really know what's dealing damage. Something keeps critting for 56. That might be the sword. That's probably the sword. I just turned down... You can turn down projectile opacity. And that is why my projectiles have lower opacity. Sure. Sure. Okay. 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 Weapon damage tracking mod. Well, I'm like on a beta branch with new stuff, so all the mods broke. I don't know if they're fixed again yet. I think that there are more items. Robot arm is the first time that I've seen an item be like, oh, you replaced an old item. I think in general, the old items still all exist. However, I don't remember seeing Pocket Factory since getting on this beta branch. But like, there's no way they got rid of Pocket Factory. There's no way. You wouldn't get rid of Pocket Factory. It's such a unique item. You wouldn't like make that item a part of the game and then remove it later. I don't think. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it because they made a lot of extra accessibility for like medium value turrets. Like you can go for turrets more easily without having it be your entire build now, I feel like. I would, in general, like to have more max HP. So if something gives me max HP, I'm pretty into it. Should I get rid of my pruner? I should probably get rid of my pruner. Elemental heavy. I already have heavy. Alright. Once I find a better weapon, I will replace pruner. There's an improved tooltips mod for beta. Cool. This one always hits me 100% of the time. Oh my god, I dodged it. Oh my god, I dodged it again. That time my character dodged it for me. When we get to this part of the fight, which is mostly okay. Unless it's not. Ow. Jesus. I was very close to dead there. Alright. Alright, cool. A little bit rusty on Brotato and may have been sitting in this chair for 8 hours. Reactions might be a little... Anyway. Killed that thing. Nice to see that my damage is enough to kill it. Nope. I mean, I have to have 6 different weapons. It's just whether this much damage is worth that much attack speed. I'll just take the 60 materials. Let's go up towards 60 dodge. If I have this much dodge, I might as well have the rest of the dodge. I will take 1 armor. Let's try not to die. Lure. Was lure purple before? I feel like that's changed. More armor. Do I want a stick? Sure. Gives me 15 max HP. This is like the entire reason. I don't really care about upgrading my thief dagger. Post, not actually terrible with this much dodge, I don't think. Lure was blue before, yeah. That's too bad. I kind of liked blue lure. I feel like early in the run, which is when you're getting more blue items compared to later, you're often struggling to actually kill the loot goblins that spawn from it. I just think it's a really fun item. Yeah, I guess I just think it's a really fun item. So I'm just sad to see it be less common in any way. It's cool to buy an item which gives you more random items. What a fun time. Are we winning? I hope so. Fried rice. 1 HP regen for every currently burning enemy. Alright. This makes a burning turret. Don't think I care. Damage for speed seems good. Alright, we got another elite. This one's easy. Cornered. It's cornered. It's leaving. It's moving toward me. Oh my god. Imagine if, like, the greatest professional athletes had to commentate on their sports games at the same time as they were playing their sports games. That's what streamers do. You'll probably think of, like, Steph Curry as an incredible athlete. That's because you just don't respect how hard it is to sit in the chair and do this. What if you had a game that gave you the weapons for the run and then you had to draft your enemies? This is probably good. They have to use their mouths for cardio. You think I'm not doing cardio right now? You kidding me? Your structures can crit. How many structures do I have? Like 1? A flamethrower. That's a bunch of HP regen. Let's try it. My garden is allowed to crit. Ugly Tooth's probably good. I have seen a lot of streamers who breathe through their mouths. Including at times myself. The Olympics consider chess a sport. Chess is a sport. There was that one flawed science article from like 10 years ago about how grandmasters burn 2,500 calories a day playing chess. And then someone like Malcolm Gladwell made a TED talk about it. That's such a Malcolm Gladwell thing. He probably invented the article. What's Malcolm Gladwell up to these days? I'm really surprised that he is not big on Twitter, to be honest. He seems like the sort who would be big on Twitter. Do I step away from the mic to breathe? I do. That's why sometimes I don't say anything. 10% more damage for 3 seconds on first hit by elemental damage. Okay. It's probably good. Oh, we just take baby with a beard? GG. Nice. Stats gained 15, by the way. Could upgrade my stick to a hatchet. It is a significant upgrade. Wasn't he implicated in Epstein stuff? That seems very believable. That just kind of deals 30% more damage to all enemies, I feel like. I'm assuming that the blue glow means that they have been hit by elemental damage in the last 3 seconds for the first time, and as such are taking more damage. But like, when did that one get hit by elemental damage? Like all the way over there. I don't know. How did that one get hit? I don't know. What's hitting them? I am confused. Love how we still call X Twitter. Do you mean Twitter? Of course we still call Twitter Twitter. I'm on Blue Sky now. I am a Brazilian, just like you. We are all Brazilians today. Sure. 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 Okay. Come to Brazil. Do I have to leave the house? Am I not coming to Brazil every day via the wonders of the internet? Someday. Someday I'll do a Brazil trip. Maybe. Where does one go if one visits Brazil? It is a huge country. If I was going to spend a week in Brazil, what would I like do? I feel like the way I toned that implied that I don't think there would be enough to do, but that was not what I meant at all. I have like no ability to conceive of how I would pick one thing to do each day when there are so many things. I could see an NFL game. All right, well, sold. See you tomorrow. Rip and tear. Okay. Kind of just have a bunch of random shit. Seems to be working okay, though. You know it's a good run when you have Baby with a Beard and Rip and Tear. GG. Do I have any opinions on Brazilian Miku? I don't know what that means. Should I know what that means? Is that like Code Miku? I think I know who Code Miku is, but I'm not sure what Code Miku does. It's more that I know that Code Miku is a thing that exists. Oh, the author of the Harry Potter series. That's cool. I'm not a huge fan of the books, but stick to touristy spots to not die. Here's the thing. I live in America. I feel like so there are two things. There are two things. One, there is a decent amount of xenophobia in the US. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say it, but citizens of the United States of America are needlessly and unapologetically xenophobic quite often. Also, there's a lot of like gun violence and shit. So when I hear like stick to safe areas if you're traveling, I just kind of like I don't like I like do you understand what I'm saying? Sure, I also stick to safe areas when I go to the grocery store. I don't know. My crit chance, it is so high. Ooh, an anvil. Bit late. You drive to and from work? That's extremely dangerous. That's like somewhat more dangerous than cancer, right? Or thereabouts. That kind of order of magnitude of danger. I have so much lifesteal. GG? What are my thoughts on Canadians? I have some friends on Vancouver Island who I visit pretty regularly. I've unlocked Jelly! +1 max HP for every different weapon you have. What rarity? Common? I assume that's common. It looks common. Okay. That's a really cool item. That's a really cool item. Ooh, I like that. That creates so much more incentive to not just make 6 of the same weapon every run. Why does everybody seem to just fawn over jelly in this game? You don't get it. Because a lot of runs are linearly solved by just getting the same weapon 6 times, and it's boring. And so this is like kind of the only example I've ever seen for most characters of a reason to not have like just 6 thief daggers or whatever. Like there is some payoff to not just doing a bunch of the same thing. Is more Spirit Island planned for the future? At the moment I'm trying to play Spire. Until playing Spire stresses me out enough that I stop. Maybe I get stressed out playing Spire. The thing about Spire is I usually think about the game that I am playing off stream. And with a lot of games, when I think about them off stream, I think about like all the fun things that I can do in them and all the strategies that I want to try and stuff. And with Spire, I largely think about people from the Spire community yelling at me, which just isn't fun to think about when I'm not streaming, or while I am streaming, but it's particularly not fun to think about while I'm not streaming because I want to enjoy the rest of my life. So sometimes I like play Aspire for a bit and then be like, nope. I had fun playing today though. I'm focusing a little bit more on some analysis of my own, so hopefully that'll help a bit with the mental read that. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I have some stuff to do this afternoon. I will see you all tomorrow. I have a sponsored stream tomorrow? I have a sponsored stream this week, I think. On the 5th, I have a sponsored stream. That is 2 days from now. Checking out Demon's Mirror. A deck builder. Looks pretty fun. From Good Shepherd Entertainment. They've sponsored me before. Be well, everybody! You want me to pose naked so that you can draw me? I'll think about it. Thanks again to Jackie Chan for the raid today. That was very nice. If any of you stuck around from that raid, I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. I'll raid somebody. Who shall I raid? I don't even see who's online. I don't like the Twitch interface. I usually just don't go there. Oh god, there's a like thing where I can Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I'm gonna raid Caleb, who is playing Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Let's do that. That sounds like a fun stream to hang out in for a bit. Bye-bye, everybody!